Hello and welcome to my channel. I am so excited to be saying that to you today. I have so many landscape renovations and projects that I have completed in the last month that I have been MIA that I cannot wait to show you. I am busting inside. I have been recording, however, it's past tense. My garden, my front and my back landscape has exploded. And so I felt like I was in this dilemma of whether to post the old videos leading up to the new videos. But by the time I got to the new videos, it would be outdated again by a month. So do you see what I'm saying? It's just the mind of Kim. It's a crazy thing, but I'm so excited to be here today. So I decided, you know what, let's rip the Band-Aid off and let me show you all the things. I want to share with you my landscape. I had the disaster of a front landscape. I ripped some overgrown huge shrubs out. I left you with, I had picked out plant material, some of it, and you saw that I had opened my winter-sown containers and grown some seedlings, and that's where I left you. Well, guess what? I have not only planted the entire front, but it is busting with balloons. It is so gorgeous. So my goal was to have a cottage garden. So the front is something I cannot wait to show you. Then the backyard, honestly, it's like one project leads to another, leads to another, leads to another, leads to a sister and a brother, right? So I jumped on the side, created an entire Southern living section because I love Southern living. My very back looks like a woodland, almost like a mountain area. And by the way, I'm in my garage because the wind is blowing, of course, because I'm videoing today. It has been dead calm, but as soon as I decide to video, the wind goes cuckoo. So I wanted to stand in my garage and just give you a little bit of update, and then we're gonna take a tour. So my back is gorgeous, and then my garden, oh y'all, you are in for such a treat. So upcoming, I have so many videos. My thought was, rather than building up to the finale, I'm gonna give you the finale and then go back in time and sort of share the bits and pieces with you. I have no idea how I'm gonna do that, but it sounds really good in my head. So that's what we're gonna do. That's the plan as of today. It may change in 10 minutes, I don't know. So today I'm going to show you, I'm gonna begin the process of showing you my front landscape. So I hope you guys have been doing well. I'm so sorry that I have been MIA. My business has been going crazy. I'm a landscape designer and consultant. By the way, if you're new here, my name is Kim. I'm in North Carolina, Zone 7B. And so I started my own business, the Southern Daisy. And so I've had a lot of designs and consults that I've been working on. And also the craziest part, y'all, I have been a 5th grade homeschool teacher. As of December, we pulled our daughter out and I have been the teacher. And let me tell you, the show, there is a reason why there is a show called Are You Smarter Than a 5th Grader? I don't know if you guys remember that. 5th grade math. I most days I don't have words to explain. Fractions are no joke. And we survived. I'm so proud of myself for getting this completed. She will go to a private school next year. We've got her in a school. So I'm super excited about that. But we survived. That's where I've been. And now it's all business and YouTube for the rest of the summer. And from here on out, I'm back. I'm back, baby. Okay. I'm so excited. So I'm gonna try not to be obnoxious and over the top, but you know, it's just me. Before we get started, I wanna remind you, in the front, in the back, in my garden, I really wanted to have a cottage feel. One of those where when you drive past, you don't really know what grabs your attention, but it's just pretty. I wanted it pretty, I wanted flowers, I wanted a cottage in my mind, like a fairy tale garden almost. Whimsical, but cottagey, and I think by far, I'm well on my way to having just that. And you may remember from my last video, I am a huge advocate for winter sowing. All of my seeds were started in winter sowing containers and indoors. And my goal was to only purchase a few plants and the rest to do my entire garden and then plant all the other than the bones of my garden in my seedlings, and I have done just that. Let's go take a look at the front. First, I'm gonna show you what it looked like before, and then I'm gonna show you what it looks like today. So we are in June. We're gonna title this the June Landscape Garden Front Garden Tour. So here we have the full front view. I've got it zoomed out so it looks a little weird, but look at the pink Supertunia Vista Bubblegum from Proven Winners. Unbelievable pops of color all across the front. I'm waiting for it to create a full, it's almost there, growing together where it's just a full carpet. So I'm gonna step in and we're gonna start over here. And I wanna give you a close-up view and tour of this amazing transformation. So I wanna start right here. This is the beginning of the sidewalk. And as you can see, my clematis I planted last year. This is one that I got in a bag, one of those $5 bags from Walmart. And it is just gorgeous. It has grown so much. It went from 2 little sprigs at the beginning of the fall to now look at this. As I said just a few minutes ago, all of my seedlings are from what I grew with winter sowing and with my indoor seed starting. So I'm gonna do my best to tell you the names of everything. Obviously, I did not grow my own Supertunia. That's not legal, and I wouldn't do that. And I did have, in this bed, I had 2 knockout roses and I had 2 of the little lime hydrangeas that are not little. And so those are the only things that were in this bed, and obviously my espalier on the other side. The rest of it has been added. So let's take a closer look. I mean, can we talk about the gorgeousness of this walkway? It is so beautiful. And we're going to start. I have ageratum, I have white, pink, and purple. I think it's called blue ageratum. So as you can see, the other name for it is floss flower. I started these from seed. I believe these were in winter sowing containers. These calendula, I want to call them calendula, so sometimes I slip up and still call them that. I'm learning. They are spectacular. Look at the colors. Beautiful. I'm thinking they probably need to be staked, and so that comes my next challenge. I have zinnias all throughout. I grew those in my winter sowing containers. I have my Miss Lemon abelia. This is a variegated abelia, and this is from the Southern Living Garden collection. It is being overshadowed right now, but is part of the bones of my landscape, so it will be here when all of this dies back. And then I also have some bachelor buttons. I am not a huge fan of bachelor buttons. You'll see in my garden as well, they just flop. If you didn't start them straight from the beginning like these, I want to say these are also bachelor buttons, but I really don't know. We'll see when the flowers open. Like this is perfect and straight. This actually may be a poppy. So y'all can see this may be a little bit of a struggle. Because I didn't label things. I was getting them planted and just having the time of my life, and well, I apologize. So in the mix here, I have scabiosa. You can kind of see the purple flowers in here. These are almost an evergreen in my area. So these will be here when all the dust settles and all the plants are gone. And I lined the entire front with ageratum. I just wanted that look, and with catmint. This is the catmint here. I've got one that's in bloom that we'll see, and then I have some dahlias in the back. Obviously, my goal with having these knockout roses, I'm keeping them short, and my goal was to have the little lime hydrangeas to stay short, and well, here we are, but they are about to bloom, so I'm just keeping them elevated from the bottom so you can see stuff on the bottom, but I'm just gonna let them go because I think the color is going to be magnificent. And if you know, you know, you don't want to cut those when they're blooming because they're so beautiful. And then as you can see right here, here is the catmint. And you know, I just got these seeds. from Redemption Seeds, and I really wanted the, I think it's called like cat's pajamas or something, Nepeta, but I don't know what I have here. It just said cat mint. So I don't know if they're perennial. I don't know what they're gonna do, but for now they're okay. I really wanted sort of what the Supertunias are doing. I wanted kind of a carpet behind, and you know, I don't know. Again, I have back in here, I have, look at this, Eden Climbing Rose. This is from Witherspoon Rose Culture here in Durham, North Carolina. My daughter gave this to me for Mother's Day, and so I am so in love with it. It is looking a little scrubby right now, but I need to water it. All of a sudden got super hot and humid. And then I have back here my bee balm lambada and a gorgeous specimen weed. Then I have some more bee balm lambada and then some black-eyed Susan here. Black-eyed Susan are getting bigger. The bee balm will get probably this high. Kind of thinking about moving those because I need some back in my garden, and I'm not so sure you're going to be able to see them. So I don't know. And then I did purchase, along with my Supertunia, I did purchase these lavender. This is the Spanish lavender, and as you can see, they're super happy. I also have these Encore azaleas. They are a pink, like a hot pink Encore azalea. I have some poppies mixed in. I have ageratum, catmint. I have some daisy, tickseed coreopsis, which is here. And then I have some on the other side, and then more of the zinnias and the Supertunia. So here is the view from afar. You can kind of see how it's making a carpet, and I'm so excited about that. So now I have my espalier. This is a Carolina jasmine. It has yellow blooms. And if you remember in my past video, I lost one vine and this whole outer section was brown. So I went in and I planted 2 new vines behind the old, planted one there for the first time, and then one behind this vine. As you can see, it has taken great. I just need to go in and give it a haircut, retwist it, really just tidy it up. But I am thrilled with the way that it looks. I just love it. I do need to do that. That's on the agenda for this week. Isn't it so pretty? I'm so happy with the way that it's turned out. Okay, let's continue and look at the other side now. So my vision is to eventually have where you don't see this big white wall. In here I have knockout roses. Obviously they're newly planted, so you can't really see them, and these hydrangeas are so massive. But in time, we have somebody watching us in the window. It's Miss Riley. So let's start with this side. So I have an Anthony Water spirea that just blooms all over itself. It's that hot pink. If you don't have one of these, you should. Beautiful plant. It just, the new growth, it's so bright green, almost chartreuse. I love it. And we have on this side as well, I have all of the same plants. I have the ageratum, the tickseed coreopsis here, obviously the Supertunia. I have dahlias mixed in, the catmint. It's all super overcrowded because I wanted that look of where one ends, the next begins. I did have something here. I moved that because I needed it somewhere else. And I am sort of just letting the hydrangeas do what they want. However, my job this week, I'm going to come in and take the bottom leaves out so that the other plants have room. Which is what I've done over here, just sort of make it more of a vase shape instead of a blob. So again, I have all the same plants with a few weeds, and poppies, ageratum, dahlias. I have coreopsis on this side, and I want to show you. So here's the Miss Lemon Abelia. I have daisies, and then look at this. This is the Iceland Mix Poppy. Isn't it gorgeous? It's like a mauve color. And then that's almost like a maroon. Beautiful. And then I think this is wild bergamot, some coneflower. I cannot for the life of me remember what that is. So it's going to be a surprise. A lot of things in this garden are going to be like a surprise, like Christmas almost. That's what I'm telling myself because I didn't do a good job of labeling. But at least it's pretty to look at. So these are the Botanical Interest Bright Lights Coreopsis that I started from seed. Never grown Coreopsis in my life. They are by far my favorite. In my garden, they are spectacular. I have a couple of other kinds from Botanical Interest. Amazing. Gorgeous, gorgeous. And look at the color contrast with that hot pink against the orange, against the yellow. Just stunning. I really, really, really love this color. I really do. I also have some Scabiosa here, some dahlias. And now, ladies and gentlemen, all of my dahlias are from seed. I did not start any from the tubers. So all of this is from seed. Again, these are from seed, not direct sown. The only direct sown ones are from my garden, are in my garden down there. We're doing a little bit of work right here, so just don't overlook that right quick. So I have zinnias, the cut and come again variety here. So I need to cut them and, let them do their thing. And then I have my, as I said, my knockout roses across the top. I'm going to let them get maybe this tall. I'm going to keep pruning them to cause them to expand out. However, I want to be able to see division between each one. I want to see each individual plant. And then I just felt like it looked very boring. So I went back and got more Supertunia Vista. And I thought that's going to be so pretty filling in on that wall. So love that. And then let me go up here and show you what I've got. So I've got catmint, my Supertunia Vista, hydrangeas. I think they're going to be blue. They've never gotten to bloom because of the huge loropetalum that were overshadowing them. So now they're just all in their glory and I'm so happy for them. I have my Encore azaleas. These are August Beauty gardenias. I have 3 of them. And then I have another Encore azalea, my Kimberly Queen fern. And then I have some calendula, no idea. And there we have it. Gorgeous, 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 gorgeous. I wanted to show you the view from my front porch. So you can see my Supertunias have grown together and made a carpet. And that was my goal. And so I'm going to take you over and show you a closer look. But I just wanted you to see from here how pretty that looks. So getting closer, you can see it has grown together, and I'm so glad I didn't put one right there. They are actually putting in fiber optics, so I have lines all over my yard. And the other day I looked out and they had this box taken off, and so if I had planted anything in the front, it would have been ruined. So I'm glad I didn't. Feverfew here along the back, I have catmint, and then I have some rose salvia. And then, of course, the star of the show, which, that's the star of any show, I'm convinced, is this Supertunia Vista Bubblegum from Proven Winners. And I think I could have gotten away with just 2 plants, but man, look at that. Here is another view. Looking from this angle. So pretty. Now the grass is a different story. Just don't look at that. We're just gonna keep our eyes on the flowers. Keep our eyes on the prize, right? This is part 1 of my landscape renovation, and I'm so happy with the results. I want to thank you so much for coming along and watching this very first edition, and I can't wait to show you more tomorrow and the next day of my landscape renovation. As I said, we'll go back in time a little bit and I'll show you maybe snippets of what it looked like before. And let me just give you a sneak peek of the garden. You may not be able to see because it's full sun, but trust me when I say you're gonna wanna come back and check that out. It is magnificent. And I wanna thank you so much for watching. Go out, get your hands dirty, enjoy your day. Have a fantastic day, and I will see you in another video soon. Don't forget to subscribe and come back and check things out, and I'll see you soon. Take care.